We have the honor to have the Minister of Information Society and Administration, Mr. Damian Manchevski, who will share with us the point of view for the challenge with gender imbalance in technology and leadership. Mr. Manchevski.
Thank you for the invitation. I have a written speech that I will not use, obviously, after this speech, inspirational. I have a personal confession to make before I start. This is the first time I'm entering these gallias in my life, and women in tech made me do so. So you're already starting to change things. So it's a good start. Generally, we have a gender gap, not only, unfortunately, in tech, but in many areas of the society. And I was a bit surprised when I saw some of the studies in preparation of this speech, that I really thought that we have a much better situation here in North Macedonia. But the numbers say something different. Comparing to the days more than 20 years ago when I was studying, when I went to the Faculty of Electronic Engineering, when 99.9% of the students were male, now the things have changed. I'm frequently visiting the University of Skopje and the other university, and I see at least half of the students there are female. But still, the numbers in terms of employment, especially managerial positions, are still worrying, and we all need, as a society, need to still work and improve these things. Now, all of you here are, well, kind of assuring me that we at least have a potential. And we have to make sure as a state, as a country, and we as a government, that we do everything that we can all together to improve the representation. I see ICT not only for gender equality, but as the main industry to develop this country. We don't have much of natural resources. We're a small country. I don't agree with some of my colleagues that the agriculture is the way to go. And according to my wife, it is scientifically proven that women are smarter than male. So I guess we should use this power that we have, which is the brain power. And the brain power will lead us to higher employment, to higher salaries, to better living standard, and hopefully trying to keep our people here rather than having them in where? Lisbon and Netherlands. And what we need to do is provide them with better conditions to the ones that are not employed. And this is where, a bit of a promotion for the government, we do invest. The Fund of Innovation and Technological Development is offering many opportunities for startups and small companies that they should not risk their own finances, but with state support they can start their own business, especially in ICT. Trust me, we are funding a lot of, I'll be correct, unnecessary ideas instead of having maybe some good ideas coming from ICT, small companies and startups, even better coming from female owners and managers and drivers of these businesses, that we can actually do finance. Through the Agency of Employment, and these are the active measures from employment, we're investing into different kinds of ICT certificates already available from this month that any unemployed under 34 years of age can actually use to become from non-employable into very much employable workforce and ICT employable workforce, which generally brings averagely higher salaries. And these are only a few mechanisms that we're trying to introduce, but also motivate people to apply. We need to present these opportunities, and we need, I hope, to have as many as possibly women who are actually going to engage and use these opportunities, whether to get an IT certificate, although they have nothing to do with IT before in their lives, or start their own business according to their idea. The craziest idea at some point may end up to be the most efficient and famous inventions at the end of the day. This is the story with Viber or with other products. Now, we have many inspirational women, I agree, here in North Macedonia. One of them, again, a bit of a promotion for the government, would have been here if she wasn't in New York now, becoming one of the only UN ambassadors for e-trade, and this is our current Minister of Finance. Now, we need to be self-critical as a society. Many of you come from here, and you know the comments after we appointed her. And this was, for me, embarrassing. Any of you could have been the next Minister of Finance or Minister of IT, and then please replace me. You will do a much better job. But this showed me that this society is still very conservative, does not provide many opportunities for women. And I'm not going to provide a long speech, but there is a lesson that I learned in politics, unfortunately, and I come from politics, I'm an electronics and telecommunications engineer, so I kind of know some things, although these were 20 years ago and don't apply anymore. But the politics have taught me that if you don't fight for anything, nobody will give you anything. So you need to fight. And I will quote one, I'm a social democrat, famous activist for gender issues, which is Rosa Luxemburg, who said, if you don't move, you cannot be able to see your chains and shackles. So you need to try. You need to risk, and you need to fight to get your position in the society, in the IT business as well. It's business. It's cruel as politics, I guess. But this is where we want to engage with associations such as Women in Tech, and I'm very glad that we have this initiative going here. This is why I accepted to even come to Dukalia, because I was speaking so much against it before, and to give it support, whatever we can. Please do consider that the door is open with the government, no matter which ministry, no matter which institution. We don't not necessarily always have the understanding at once, but yes, we want to engage and we want to share experiences, see other countries' experiences in order to provide bigger space for female, especially in tech, in ICT, so they will become not the next employees in ICT, but the next leaders and managers, business owners in ICT. And this is why I think we really, really do have substantial potential here in North Macedonia, but in the region as well. I'm not going to take much of your time. I really would like to congratulate you on the initiative. Wish you all the best in the forthcoming period. We hope that we will only help you, not cause you any troubles, because we can do this as well. And we are really looking forward even to cooperate with the initiative. I know that the Macedonian universities are also willing to engage, and they are willing to concretely support. And I really hope that my team in my ministry, I have to say, is pretty much generally imbalanced, but in your favor. So most of the project leaders, my entire cabinet, everybody's female. I'm one of the rare male people there. But really, I would like to see even more and encourage more women in IT that will be willing to engage. And maybe a few of them will also join the administration, which is crazy with these salaries. But still, we offer some good prospects for professional development and for some international experience. Wish you all the best, and I know that we'll cooperate in the future. Thank you.